Hello children, good morning to everyone. So welcome to the class. So yesterday we have started how the income as well as the other criteria are very much important for the development. So income is a part of a development means, but also the other factors which are responsible for the development, those factors are also very much important for the calculation of um, development, as well as to categorize the countries into several um, categories as well as classification. So by seeing the example of Haryana, Kerala and Bihar, um, we have seen that Haryana is earning more per capita income every year comparing to the other state, but still it is lagging behind a little bit. It is lagging behind in the uh, giving a good health facilities, giving the education facilities for the people, as well as giving a good secure environment in that area. Okay, so you have to remember for examination about infant mortality rate. For 1 marks, they will ask the question literacy rate at net attendance ratio. So these three definitions are very much important. For 1 marks, they will ask. So as we seen, Kerala has been shown in an increasing way because every year the infant mortality rate has been decreasing. So 10 to 12 members as well as 10 to 12 babies only, they will die due to the undernourishment as well as due to the lack of healthy environment, etc. in the Kerala. So in Bihar it is in a high percentage, and also the literacy rate in Bihar is very low. So, how it is that the average person in Haryana has more income than the average person in Kerala, but lags behind in the crucial areas? So, what are the reasons behind why Haryana is earning more income, average income comparing to the Kerala? So, there are some of the crucial reasons why the income is very low, but giving the facilities are being very less. So the reason behind why the income we will see differences, because money in your pocket cannot buy all goods and services. Okay, the money in your pocket cannot buy all goods and services to live well. So income by itself is not a complete indicator to tell that this country is leading towards the development, this country is leading towards developing, this country is still under the development there. So based on money only we can't categorize the development status of the country. It that is itself only an adequate is not a complete indicator only. So income by itself is not completely adequate indicator of material goods and services that the citizens are able to use. For an example, normally your money, whatever you are earning, can you buy a pollute-free environment or ensures that you get unadulterated medicines by the form of money, unless you can afford to shift a community that already has all these things. Money may also not able to protect you from the infectious diseases. If you give the money to the diseases, means whether it will leave it and go, no. Whether you will get by giving the money, whether you are getting the free pollution free environment. So unless until we take some preventive steps, we can't get this kind of facilities there. So that is why money cannot buy all the things. Even some factors are also very much important for the development. By seeing those things only, we will tell that yes, our country is leading towards the development. Based on earning money, we can't judge a person or a country based on developed, developing and underdeveloping. Uh, so these are the reasons behind. Actually, for many of the important things in life, in the better way, also the cheapest way, it is to provide the goods and services collectively. Just to think, will it be a cheaper to have a collect security for the whole locality, for each house to have its own security man? What if no one either than you in your village or a locality is interested in a studies? Would you be able to study? Not unless your parents could afford to send to the some private school elsewhere. So you are actually able to study because many other children also want to study, and because many people believe that the government should open the schools and provide other facilities so that the children have a chance to study. Even now, in the many states, the children, particularly girls, are not able to go to the high school because of the government or a society has not provided adequate facility. Think that, for an example, in the cheapest way, na, basically, we can take the example of basically how the security. This is the basic thing. Education is also basic thing. It is a basic need for each and every individual. Think that no one is there as a security person. Even though you are having a money, a person is not ready to secure you people from a robbery or any other illegal activities. Then what is the use of money? You are having the money, but you are not getting a good education facility until unless the parents could afford. If they are having some good money means, then they will go and take an admission in a private school. Then how about the poor people? Will they can afford to sending you to the school? So what the people will believe, the government should give such kind of facility. If the government is giving such kind of facility and giving all kind of education for all the children those are living in that country or in that community, surely we can tell that the government is doing a development policies. They are implementing little bit development policies though, so that we can improvise ourselves. So public facilities are also playing very important role. Public facilities are nothing but the facilities which are given by the government, whether it belongs to the security, whether it belongs to the government schools, whether it belongs to the health status. These are all the public facilities which are given by the government. Till today, the girls are not able to go to the high school because they are not providing the adequate facilities. You are living in one village and the school has been opened in another village means, then your parents will not send you from one place to another place. In some areas still till now also, they will see the security of a girl, so they have to provide some adequate facility, transportation facility, so that easily she can move from one place to another place to take an education. Even she can build her career. Till today, the girls are lagging behind taking a education in the society. If you take an example of infant mortality rate, that is very low in the Kerala. Why? Because of they have given adequate means they have given a provision. They are providing all kind of facilities of basic health and education. Why Kerala is in a number one position comparing to the other criteria? If you take this kind of criteria means, always we will see Kerala is a one step front in education as well as giving a basic health facilities also. It is in a number one step because their government, the Kerala government, is giving a good facility for the basic health. They are giving the importance of basic health and the education. These two are very much important to give a healthy as well as to build a healthy society in the Kerala. In some states also, we will see public distribution system functions very well, which is giving a health and nutritional status of the people by providing all kind of ration for the public as well as for the poor people. Even they can also improvise their self. So other factors as well as other policies are also important for a development. Whether it belongs to Haryana, even though it is earning good number of per capita income, but Kerala is ahead because money cannot buy these things. Can you buy with the help of money education? Can you buy the knowledge? No. When you go to the school, when government will provide such kind of facility, then only we can earn the knowledge there. If you are having a money but you are not getting good health status, what is the meaning of development? Yes or no? Yes. So even the public facilities are also very much important towards the development. So these criteria, the World Bank will not believe. They will believe only in, they will take per capita income for the development purpose. But the other criteria are also contribute towards the development. So I hope you have understood clearly why Kerala is ahead comparing to the Haryana, because money is there but money cannot buy all kind of things or goods and services that you may need to live well. You are having good number of money but you are not having such facilities, means then what is the use of money if you can't buy those things? So even we have to give the importance for public facilities. Public facilities are nothing but the facilities are being given by the government. So yesterday I have explained about body mass index. Based on that, they will try to understand how much percentage the nutritional undernourished people are suffering from illness, because undernourishment is also one of the biggest problem. By saying that, we will come to know what is the health status of our country. So even the body mass index is also one of the indicator to classify the person who are nourished and undernourished. Easily, if I tell, means healthy and unhealthy person. So according to that, whether all the persons are getting the nutritional food or not, whether adulteration is going on, based on that only the people are suffering due to the undernourishment. So each and everything, by calculating the body mass index, we will come to know. uh, for an example, if you are traveling one place to another place in a KSRTC bus or in a government bus, they will try to give an advertisement uh, in a Karnataka to eradicate the undernourishment as well as malnutrition. So this is the policy what Karnataka government has been adopted. They will tell that they will make that tagline to remove. Okay, that also advertisement you can see. So by that they can give the nutritional status for each and every person those are living in that country. So same thing. The another international organization is playing very important role in day-to-day life by providing um, as well as by comparing the countries in the form of development. That is Human Development Report published by the UNDP. UNDP is nothing but United Nations Development Program. So this organization compare the countries based on educational level of the people, based on their health status and per capita income. So this is the criteria what the the Human Development Report, that is HDI, they will take. Okay, so these three are the important indicators. For the World Bank, per capita income is the criteria. For the Human Development Report as well as index, these three are the important indicators that it is comparing the countries, whether it is a developed, developing, or a underdeveloping. So it would be interesting to look at the certain relevant data regarding the India and its neighboring from the Human Development Report 2015. Or we can learn by taking the example which has been given in your textbook 2017. In some book they will mention it as a 2015, so no need, just you have to understand how the Human Development Report, they will give the result for each and every country and compare whether it is leading towards the development as well as underdeveloping. So still what kind of facilities are being given, so these all things they will try to focus it, and they will try to give a report to the Indian government as well as particular any other government. So in this way you are lagging behind. So you can implement this kind of policy. They can give the suggestions also for its development. So they have taken an example some relevant data, India and its neighboring countries. India, you all know, its neighboring countries, that is Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Pakistan, Nepal, and Bangladesh are our neighboring countries. So according to that, per capita income also they have kept life expectancy. The people aged and above means the year of schooling of people aged 25 and above in 2017, and they have given the HDI in ranking. At what ranking we will come. Okay. So per capita income is calculated in dollars for all the countries so that it can be compared. It is also done in a way so that every dollar would buy the sum amount of goods and services in any other country. So per life expectancy at the birth donates that, as the mean name suggests, the average accepted length of life of a person at the time of birth. So till how many years he can live in that country. So Sri Lanka, India, Myanmar, Pakistan, Nepal, and Bangladesh. So what is the per capita income of Sri Lanka is 11,326. India 6,353. So these are other examples. So life expectancy 75.5% persons they will live, 68.8, 66.7. So how many people are going to the school? 10.9, 6.4 in India, 4.9. So according to the HDI ranking, Sri Lanka stands in 76th rank and India stands in 130th rank. So isn't it surprising that a small country in our neighborhood, that is Sri Lanka, is much ahead of India in every respect, and a big country like ours has such a low ranking in the world? The table 1.6 shows that the Nepal and the Bangladesh have low per capita income than that of India. Yet they are having a better than India in life expectancy. How? Still we are lagging behind giving a good health facilities to the people. Still we are lagging behind by giving a good education facilities for each and every citizen those are living in a country. Even though Bangladesh as well as the Nepal is having a low per capita income comparing to the India, but still it is giving a good result of life expectancy. Many improvements have been suggested in the calculating HDI. Many new components have been added to the HDI report, but by prefixing the human development, it made it very clear that it is very important in the development. It is what is happening to the citizens of the country. Is it the people there healthy in that country? Whether the people are very much healthy, their well-being, that is most important. Do you think there are certain other aspects that should consider in a measuring of human development report? If anything, suggest it. Okay. So in an easy way, comparing the India with the other neighboring countries, it can be said that Sri Lanka is well doing in a term of HDI rank. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal are better in terms of health status. Health status, in that country they are giving in a good percentage. Sri Lanka, Myanmar are better in a educational status comparing to the India. If you see the chart if you see that table, but still we are lagging behind in giving a good health facilities to the people, to give a good education facilities to the people those are living in our country. So that is why the HDI ranking in a country is 130. Where is 76 and where is 130? Yes or no? So in this way, the Human Development Report, they will give the report towards the countries by taking the indicators of health, education, and literacy rate. That is education only, and income, with the health income as the measure of the development. Health, education, have come to be a widely used along with the income as a measure of development. For instance, Human Development Report published by the UNDP. UNDP is nothing but United Nations Development Program. Compare the country based on educational level of the people, health status, per capita income. Based on that, I have told. So this is per capita income, this is the health status, and this is the literacy rate. First column is about the per capita. Second one, life expectancy is nothing but the health status of our country. Mean of years schooling means nothing but the literacy rate in our country. So I hope you have understood regarding the Human Development Report. What are its indicators? What is the meaning of public facilities? Money cannot buy the all the things to live a better life. Even that statement also they will give to explain it, to elaborate it, or to justify the statement. So by taking some of the examples, you can just elaborate that money cannot buy all the things there. So if you are having any kind of doubt, just pin your question in a group, or just interact with me so that I will try my level best to sort out your problem. So this content is also very much important. They may ask for 3 marks, they may ask for 5 marks also. 1 marks I have told all the definitions. So keep on going the reading process, make all the important points whatever it is relevant for your studies. So this is an one tip. um, before signing out, uh, just try to understand the concept of development, how the countries are being compared. Okay, at the present situation also, the countries are being compared with the help of developed, developing and underdeveloping. So how it will take place, what are the criteria they are using, you are able to understand that thing. Then whenever you will go in a society, as well as after completing your studies, you will try to understand what is the economic condition, what is the health status, what is the education. In that way you will try to involve in the some democratic activities. You will play a very important role. So I hope today's class you have understood. So signing out, have a great day. Bye everyone, be safe and be healthy.